Hello Star Fam! We're back in Star Stable, the Autumn Riders, and today we have two major things to do. First off, we are going to try out Alex's cross-country course, and after that we are heading back to Jorvik stables because I need to raise the discipline of my horse so he doesn't try to slow down all the time. So here's Alex. She has the same horse as me. Someone actually pointed out that this is basically Loretta's old horse Bartok, who is now a fancy trainer in Star Stable Online. This is a shaggy Arabian, so it's not the same horse, but well. It's possible that the old Bartok was. So Alex is in charge of the first cross-country course you probably will find in this game. There are a couple of them, but Alex's is the easiest one, and this is the one we're going to try today. So we're going to try the very first one, so we then can start competing for the medals. But we will not do the medals now, because I want to go back to Herman first and practice our discipline. So I'm going to do a lot of dressage training with him. And also I think we have maybe some things to do with the veterinarian because of the dog disco. I'm going to try to do this quite quickly. So we have a couple of things to do. And I think it's nice to go back home to Jorvik stables and just check it all out now when we're like almost halfway throughout the game, I think. It's not that much left to do. Of course we have some things left. We have a lot of competitions, I believe. Yeah, as you see here. I can have another look at that when we have reached the finish line. So for now I just want to do this course so I can get some help from Alex to pick apples. Because after this course she will ask me to pick apples, and then after that I can pick apples whenever I find them. And that's very good for me, so I of course want to make sure I can do that. And then we can go back to her after we have raised the discipline of the horse and continue with the cross-country training. And also we can then cross Devil's Gap, which we haven't visited yet, to go here again. So I think that's gonna work out nicely. Let's see here, I'm going to have a look at my horse. I have a lot of things to do with him. I need to practice my show jumping as well, so I need to go visit Linda. I have a lot of, the time restraint is very generous here, so I don't really have to bother about the mist control. But that's good, so now we have finished the practice run of this course on my precious white shaggy Arabian Echo. That's a good name. But I think that we will actually name one of our future horses Bartok in honor of Loretta's horse. I got this as a suggestion, so that we will do. But I'm not sure if we're gonna do it in this game or if in another game. So now we're going to pick her 5 apples. And if we're gonna have a look and see where you can pick apples in this game, let's see here. You see that there's a couple here. There's some here in the... Well, that should probably be where... what is he called? Barney. Yeah, Barney. Where Barney has his farm in SSO and up in Hollow Woods. So for now we are going to pick the ones out here. I need 5 of them. They're very easy to find out here. I would like to buy myself a new shirt, I think, but I wonder if I should wait until Fairgrove or if I should try to find something around. Maybe I can buy just a jacket from Jorvik stables to give myself something to wear, because I don't really like how the character looks anorectic in this shirt. That's a major issue with these old games, that the character is very thin in SSO, but it was like, this is horrendous. A girl shouldn't be this thin. Well, if someone is this thin because you're built that way, that's one thing, but it kind of looks like this girl is a bit starved, and I don't like that. She doesn't look healthy to me.
Mom.
So, now we can pick apples. Awesome. And Alex will just ask us to do the bronze medal, her race with the bronze medal for this quest. So I will not do anything with her now. I'm going to head back to Jorvik stables and start practicing, and we might need some more money as well if I want to buy another horse when we reach Fear Grove. And I'm not sure for how long I will keep Echo, because I of course will need even better horse for the Claymore challenge. But I think maybe we could keep Echo throughout at least Southhoof. And of course Southhoof doesn't look like it does in Star Stable Online. We have one person living on Southhoof, and it's the lighthouse keeper. So we will meet him. He does not have any connection to SSO whatsoever. But of course we'll talk to him, and he has a race for us. I thought it was really difficult when I was younger, but now I don't think it's very difficult, and especially not if you stack up on apples and carrots and stuff. So that's gonna be fun. And also we need to go back to Lisa. So maybe we should do that when we have trained our horse up a bit. I wouldn't really say level up your horse, because you cannot change the level of your horse. See, this horse is a level 7 horse, so I will not be able to change that. What I can change is his strength, speed, discipline, and endurance by practicing in, well, different courses. So I will raise his strength by jumping with Linda, and the discipline by doing Herman's dressage training. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. And I hope I will be able to do that within one game day, because I think it's really nice to be able to limit these episodes to one in-game day. It feels quite natural to do that. And also that makes it easier for me to know when to end, in order to make sure that I just don't blabber around forever. I actually did try to record this episode once before, but when I reached the gate of Jorvik stables, the game crashed. So I'm a bit nervous now, and I really hope the game won't crash again, because that wouldn't really be fun. It would be sad to do this a third time, but I think it's gonna work out just fine. So we're home. At least I think of this as home. Oh, this looks so empty. Okay, Herman, I need to talk to you, but first we are going to give Echo some water. And instead of actually giving my horse water, I'm just going to fill up my water bucket, because that's gonna make it all go faster. Then I don't have to refill the water bucket again. There we go. Should I look for a jacket now? Yes, I should. And of course we have Barbara to talk to too. Should we... Let's go for that one. Yes, just to make sure that I have something to wear, because I'm tired of that orange shirt. Way better. So let's get rid of the shirt. I'm not even gonna sell it, I'm just gonna get rid of it. So let's talk to Barbara first. And Barbara is of course the Jorvik Stables veterinarian. So she's going to care for Disco. And she has a quest for me up at Hillcrest, because she forgot her vet tubes there. So I'm going to accept that quest, because of course I need to go back to Hillcrest later on anyway. But now I want to talk to Herman, because I'm in desperate need of some help with my horse. Yes, I am so ready for some general riding training. Oh yeah, walk. Almost forgot how to do this. This is a really nice horse though. Like for this game, this is a really nice looking horse. And I don't ever think that I've played with this horse. And I mean, I do like white horses. It's a grey horse, I know. There weren't any real white horses in these old games. I think my favorite in the Winter Rider, the next game, actually was a dappled grey horse. I believe that was the case. I haven't played that game in a very long time. So it's gonna be fun. Let's see now how much my discipline will be raised. So keep an eye on the discipline bar, and we're going to complete the quest. Yeah, so let's do that again at once. And then we're going down to Linda, I think. Because I will have to do this until the discipline is maxed out, but I don't think you guys need to sit through all of it. Because you guys would probably be bored. But this is such a game I think would be fun to live stream one day. I've been just playing the thought because I haven't ever live streamed in English. I've done it once in Swedish. It was fun. But of course it's always a bit kind of scary to do it live because then you have so much more interaction. And I'm so used to just sitting and talk to myself. I've done this for years now. Not on this channel. I haven't had this channel for a very long time, like a year now. And of course, like a year ago, I wasn't as comfortable speaking English as I am now. It's always difficult when you have a second language, like actually using it. And of course, I'm forced to at work because the main language at work is English. But like at home, you don't really do it, especially not when I'm talking to myself. Like, why would I speak English to myself when I'm on my own? So it's very nice to have the opportunity to practice, and it might be fun to do it even more with you guys. So maybe that's something for later on. Like, I think it would be fun. I've been considering having a live stream on Star Trek Legacy, like trying to do a speed run and see how fast I can complete the entire game series. So I think that could be fun, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. Like if it seems like something that people want me to do, I really would like to do it. But it would seem kind of insane to stream something that people would not be interested in watching at all. But I have had a Swedish live stream where I leveled my Connemara in SSO. That was really fun. It took me like 2 hours, I think. That was really interesting. Never done it before. Would really like to do it again. I just haven't had the time yet. It's a good thing when you have taken all the medals in a course, you get back to the bronze time limit. Which means that if you are having difficulties completing one of these races, you should try to do it with one of the best horses in the game, and then come back later with like worse horse. At least a horse that already is well trained. Because if you show up with a horse you recently bought and you haven't really been able to train a lot, it will be very difficult for you to get gold medal in a lot of races. Let's see here. Strength. Let's do that one more time. Then we can go back and do the discipline again. It does like show you the faults up here, but you can have, I think you can have as many faults as you like, really, and nothing would happen. I haven't really tried. But the faults aren't really counted until the next game, because the next game is all about show jumping. This is more like some sort of cross-country riding. Like you could almost believe it's like a 3-day eventing, but it's not really, because you don't have any dressage. But you will have endurance riding and cross-country at Claymore. And then of course you will have, well, it's gonna be Western inspired in the Summer Rider, the last game, and the third game will be dressage, so the next game will be all about show jumping. It will be like one endurance course and one cross-country course in the next game, but the rest will all be show jumping. It's 2 endurance courses, by the way, and one of them I always found really difficult, but I think it's gonna be easier on me now when I've practiced so much. Just look out to the sea. What a horizon, right? Okay, so some more discipline training. I certainly need it. Yep, more training is needed. I really like the look of her green jacket more than the orange t-shirt. that one was not very fun to look at. Ta-da! Almost done. And I know that the discipline will not be very high on this horse even when it is maxed, but it will be better than it was when I bought it. I think that's one of the reasons to why I never played with this horse, because I really dislike having such low discipline on the horse. So let's do this last one, only to make sure that we have fixed it. And then it's done, we don't have to bother about it again. And then maybe I should do some more show jumping to give him a higher strength. Because I'm considering now that maybe we should go back to Alex next time. And then we could go from her to Hillcrest. And then from Hillcrest we could go to Southhoof. So maybe not everything in next episode, but that's a plan, at least. Because then after Southhoof we could go back. I think I will need to get back here to Jorvik stables anyway, after Hillcrest. And then perhaps we could start go up north again, because I will need to go back to Valedale. Oh, I need to go to Golden Hills Valley too. Oh gosh, I have so many places to be. Perfect. Okay, so what do you say? Let's go back down to Linda and do some more show jumping, because it's not getting dark yet. And I do have both water and some food for my horse if I need to care for it. I think I decided Echo should be a mare, but I don't remember what I said when I bought it. So I think I will have to call Echo it right now, because I'm not sure what I decided for. Like in Swedish, when we don't know the gender of something, we can call it hen, which is like, it's not like a chicken, but it's like a mix between his and hers. So that's like non-binary people like to use that. I know that in English you have they instead, but I really like that could seem like you're talking about several people, so I really like that we have a specific word for it. And it is like grammarly usable as well. You can use it in several different ways, because you do change the word a tiny bit depending on the situation. But I think it's nice that we have a word for that. So if I would do this in Swedish, I would certainly have that word to describe Echo. Should we say it's a mare? Just to make sure that like it feels a bit strange too, but since I'm not used to they, it feels like there will be several people. That would be a bit strange. So I think that English should evolve and give you guys a word for it instead. Like I think it's really nice that there's a real word for it in Swedish instead of having like several people just in lack of anything else. Yeah, let's do it again. But language evolves all the time. It's going to catch up. Do see now that we are heading into like later day because of the light in the game, probably like at 4 or 5 on the in-game day, 4 or 5 p.m. So the sun should be setting quite soon actually. Still have no idea how long I've been playing for now. Let's see here. Oh no, that's wrong. Okay, one more time. So let's do it. It's good just to have this out of the way, and then we don't have to do this again for Echo. And then when I train my last horse, maybe that's isn't something that you guys need to see. If you want to, please tell me in the comments, because I will only have one more horse for this. Yeah, I think it would be strange if I got myself another horse. If it would be like easier to find good horses at your level, I think I would have gone with one horse per stable, but no, not now. Because I think at the moment when I reached Hillcrest, there were like, I think I could just buy one of the horses there, and it doesn't really make sense to buy the only one I could buy, because I was basically worse than the horse I had. There we go. So I think that for the upcoming Star Stable games, I will try to buy one horse per stable. At least I will try. I think it will work out fine for the Spring Rider, because I know that I will have some like level 7 horses at the second stable and the high level horses in the last stable. And I think it will work out for Summer Rider too. Probably Winter Rider as well. I don't really know, but I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be fun anyway. There's a lot of pretty horses in the other games. Not like, okay, they all look like this, but well, they have pretty colors. That's something, right? Back in these days we weren't really spoiled with having the epic horses of Star Stable today. Let's see here. I want to earn some money. I think that I bought my new jacket for like 15 stable points or something. But let's just do all the chores, and you can see now that the sun is getting lower. So let's do the chores, and then I think we should end this for the day, because we will have a lot of things to do later on anyway. I need some water. You see how quickly the sun is setting as well. If you ever get stuck in the woods during the night, like I've told you guys about this before, but it's so dark so you can't get anywhere, so I'm very grateful for the change of that in SSO, because otherwise you would not have been able to get around at all. Did they ever even look at the horses here at Jorvik stables? Like here's our starter horse, so I can always buy him back for 0 stable points. He's an Irish draft. This is a Finnish horse, I believe. Yeah, or a Finn horse. And I love to ride this horse simply because of the discipline, but the speed is very low. But you basically never have to remind the horse to keep its gait, so that's very nice. And then yours is good too. And it's also cheap, so I have used it a couple of times. Here we go. And also walk out. And then we have this Russian, what is it, warm blood? Russian riding horse. So this is a very like basic all-around horse. Not very fun, but it's a pretty horse, I think. You guys might recognize this as one of the starting colors for SSO. Also, you can buy this horse in the shape of a Dutch warm blood. But of course, not this horse anymore, because the starter horses in SSO is way more improved than these old elks. There are elks. Oh, did I miss one of them? I missed one. It must have been the bay one, right? No? Did I feed you? Oh, it was the first one. There we go. Perfect, and I got a couple of more stable points at least. So for now I'm going to grab Echo, and we're going to stay overnight here. And we're getting back out on new adventures very soon. So thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure, at least for me, and I hope it's been for you too. If you haven't already, please comment, like and subscribe so you can see more of my epic journeys throughout old horse games, because that's what I like to play. And I really hope I will see you all next time.